Here's the second race of the season for the 55 Fun Fellowship Racing League. We're racing at Tokyo, or Tsukuba, and this is the first chance race. Again, the second race of the season. First chance race is followed by the second chance race later, but this is the one that starts at 11:45 a.m. And on the pole is Donald Strout, followed by Jim Oliver, Bob Kern, Charles Gilley, and in the 2015 version, Jack Turner comes next, followed by Aloy Lambrecht, and then Ronald McManus is taking up the last position. This is his first race with us this season, and he's just getting used to the car and the track after a little bit of recovery from an illness. So good luck to Ron today. Here we go. We're going to start on this short version. This is the Tsukuba Circuit 2000 short. It's a short little series of right-hand turns, only one left-hand turn on the course, but it's tricky and it takes a lot of skill. Here goes. As usual, Bob Kern has a great start and is really competitive going into the first corner. He's a really master on the brakes, so he comes in, gains one position on the start, follows Strout into turn one, and basically this will be the order for the first few laps. We'll have Strout in front of Kern, followed by Oliver, then Gilley, then Turner, and then Lambrecht, with McManus taking up the back. Let's follow this through for the first lap here. You can get a sense of the turns on this course. All right, we're entering the long straightaway here now. So at race speed, you'll start on the green section, on the track out section. Fourth gear, down to second gear on this right-hander. Get close to the apex, curb, track out to the outer section of the track. Run over the curb there, again over the curb, brake hard, another second gear. This is a left-hander. Track out to the outside curb, lift, cut over the little bit of curb there. This is kind of a tricky part because you're sliding all the way through. It's almost like an oval track. Fourth gear into this long sweeper. Car will understeer quite a bit. You got to time your application of throttle perfectly so you don't run off the track on the green section. You do use that whole green section. So the first lap pace was 49.6. That's pretty good pace here for this. The qualifying speed today for Strout was 49.436 here. So our race pace is close to qualifying speed. Kern is right on Strout's tail. It's kind of a repeat of the Summit Point race. We'll see if Strout can up the pace here, pull away a little bit, maybe on the second or third, on the third lap, I should say. All the cars are pretty much staying in line. All right, just slightly faster at 49.598. That's essentially the same as lap time. So lap 3 was about the same as lap 2. Let's take a look at this from Kern's standpoint. You can hear the tires squealing, so the car's being tested pretty good here in the corners. In all the corners, the tires are squealing pretty loud. All right, they're both coming up on lap traffic I think McManus had a little bit of an accident and he's coming out of the pits. So why they're overtaking him so quickly. We have fast repairs here so people can have a little bit of an incident, go into the pits and get fast repair, come out pretty quick. So being the gentleman he is, Ron lets both Kern and Strout by without interfering. Let's go back and see what the other guys are doing. There's Oliver, who has the two guys in front of him in sight. Gilly's right behind. So we really have 4 cars pretty close together. Strout, Kern, Oliver, and then Gilly. And McManus. Jack Turner's running in the 2015 version. He's the only 2015 car in the field. Corner is pretty tricky. The setup for this track had a little bit of crossweight or bite, wedge, whichever you like to call it. So it's really good for right-hand turns. A little tricky in the left-hand corner there. Strout got a little squirrely coming off and ran into the dirt, and Kern lost control and hit the wall. So he'll have to go into the pits and get a fast repair. So essentially this race is going to come down to Oliver and Gilly. Let's go see how they're doing. Again, that's the one left-hander in the racetrack, and car handles a little differently there, and it takes a little bit more care to get through there. This corner is particularly difficult because there's a big dip there as you go from the oval track section to the infield section, or from the infield section to the oval track section, I should say. So we're about halfway through the race here, and Gilly's not going to let Oliver run away. They're both turning really good times here. Charles just turned a 49.6, which is about as close to the best time of the day as you can get. Oliver turned a 49.6 also, so they're right together. Oliver's using the whole track coming through that sweeper section in the infield. He's driving the car to its maximum limit right now. He actually gained a little bit on Gilly, not much, but a little. Bob Kern is still back here, still in the race. As is Eloy Lamprecht, new to our series. He's doing pretty well today. There's Alois. There's Jack Turner in the 2015 version. Car's about a little over 1 second slower than the 2016 version here, so. All right, there's Oliver and Gilly running each other. Coming up on lap 12. We're on lap 11 right now. Neither Charles Gilly or Jim Oliver have missed a beat. No mistakes so far. So Gilly in the 66 car is just basically pedaling as hard as he can, but he can't quite catch Jim Oliver, who's pedaling as fast as he can too. So they're pretty much equally matched. Great racing. These cars do have a little bit of a draft, so it may be a little bit harder to pull away from someone if they're pretty close to you, like Gilly is to Oliver. He may be getting the benefit of following close and being in his draft. Of course, following somebody also has such disadvantages in that you have a tendency to not want to get too close because you're not sure what the guy in front of you is going to do in terms of braking, etc. All right, getting 2 laps to go. You get a sense of how these cars slide through the corners. You can see Charles Gilly there sliding quite a bit through that one corner. Different view, bumper view. Get a sense of how much the car slides through this high-speed sweeper here. All 4 wheels sliding. So Oliver passes Strout for the lead. And Gilly is able to pass on the inside here. So the finishing order is Oliver wins, Gilly second, followed by Bob Kern and Olace Lambrick in the 2016 version, and then following him is Ron McManus, and then in the 2015 version you have Jack Turner pretty much in the class by himself. And that's Tsukuba, and fun day with the 55, 65 plus Fun Fellowship League. We race for fun, and we also keep Jesus in front of us. Jesus first, racing second. Have a great day, and Merry Christmas if you're watching this on a timely basis, because this is about a week and a half before Christmas. So long. See you next week.